Thousands of people have been watching the daily life of the Big Bear Eagles, Jackie and Shadow. We want to give you a live look at their nest right now. Shadow is on the nest. You can see it's quite windy up there. A lot of his feathers blowing around. Unfortunately, one of the three eaglets did die last week. And joining us now is Sandy Steers, the Friends of Big Bear Friends Valley Executive Director. We thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's been a tough few days for so many people. Losing that one little eaglet, it's really pulled at the heartstrings of so many here in Southern California. Your group talked about it's really important for us to grieve as humans over this.
Absolutely. It doesn't help to try and pretend we don't feel those things because we are human and we need to express them. And the more that we express them, the easier it is to handle and to share with everyone else and really connect with those around you. It makes a huge difference.
I think so too. Can you tell us how the family's doing this morning from your perspective?
They're doing great this morning. Jackie just fed them a little while ago, and yeah, they were all looking fluffy and and ready even after all the rain last night. So they're good.
I like that, fluffy. They do look a little fluffy. Even Shadow there, his head looks a little fluffy.
Yes.
I do want to note, I was doing some reading this morning, and I was surprised to learn that only about 50% of eaglets survive their first year, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Obviously, we want to remain hopeful and optimistic, and things are looking really great right now. What obstacles do these two little eaglets have in front of them?
Well, the biggest ones will be the weather, because right now they're not waterproof like their parents are. And so they will start growing in their waterproof feathers. And it takes a few weeks for that to happen. But at the same time, they're growing very quickly. And so there comes a certain point where they're too big to fit under the parents, but don't have their waterproof feathers yet. So that's the really, questionable time, but we'll just keep hoping that now we have sunshine after they get to that point and they can be kept dry and protected.
What is that point? Is there a few days from now, a couple weeks from now?
It's at about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
When they're about 6 weeks old, they're just kind of too big. They can't really, parts of them can fit under the parents, but usually not the whole chick. And so they might get wet. Sometimes they get wet and they make it through just fine, but sometimes they don't.
Well, we do have a dry stretch coming up. Paul Diano, our meteorologist, talking about how nice the weather is going to be over the next few days. So we'll keep our fingers crossed things go well from here. I want to ask you, as a news anchor, I'm so used to people writing nasty comments and that type of thing. But are some viewers kind of being unfair to these eagle parents? Because I feel like every time they get off the nest for some reason or, appear to be doing something that maybe we don't fully understand, people are writing all these comments and posting things.
Yes, it's gone a little crazy because Jackie and Shadow are taking very good care of the chicks, and even if they're not on the nest, they're nearby. We can sometimes see them on our other camera. We can see them on other perch trees or very close by. And if anything happens, if any raven or any other bird is flying by, they're right back at the nest and taking care of everything. So they're there even if they aren't visible on the camera.
So take a deep breath, and hopefully Jackie and Shadow are not reading the comments.
Right,
right?
right. That's good, yes.
All right, Sandy Steers, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's great.
Yes, we appreciate it.